With Dura Lube, what can I say? I knew it was a real advance in engine lubrication. Now everyone knows it. Sure, there were skeptics, just like there were plenty of skeptics regarding the Delta Clipper idea. But now we know they're both winners.
It's amazing. You drive through a puddle and your car stalls, and this is a fire hose on it. What do you think of this?
I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. They're flooding this engine. It shouldn't be running.
Hey, I have a joke for you. How do you keep a redneck in suspense? Just kidding, my redneck friends. It works for blondes too. Just kidding. Anyways, 1993, Dura Lube bought lots of TV time to advertise their crap. And they do a pretty good job of wow, ooh, wow, these people. Now, everything in this video, do not, I repeat, do not try this at home. Do not try to wow and amaze rednecks.
While this concludes our regularly scheduled program day, we invite you to stay tuned to this channel for special programs and informative announcements.
The following program is a paid advertisement for Dura Lube, sponsored by the Media Group.
Is there a breakthrough the oil companies may not want you to know about? Magic in a bottle that could save you hundreds of dollars on oil and gasoline?
This is unbelievable. What do you think? I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it myself. It's amazing. You drive through a puddle and your car stalls, and this is a fire hose on it. What do you think of this?
I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. They're flooding this engine. It shouldn't be running.
I was amazed. I couldn't believe it.
Ready for it to conk out, but just wouldn't.
I didn't see it. I wouldn't believe it.
If I wasn't here, I wouldn't have believed it.
I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it.
I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it. If I've heard that line once, I've heard it 1,000 times. Hi there, folks. I'm Jim Caldwell. You know, since we went on the air with our first show talking about Dura Lube, hundreds of thousands of you have started adding it to your engine oil, your transmission fluid, your power steering, your differential. Everywhere there's a moving part, people are using Dura Lube. Now, we knew that Dura Lube was truly a breakthrough product, but we had no idea the thousands of testimonials in writing that we would receive from people all across the country stating how great Dura Lube really is. For instance, Minnesota, newspaperman Gerald Snyder boosts his mileage and avoids a $100 transmission repair by treating his car with Dura Lube. Los Angeles, Johnny Ishibashi's 68 Pontiac had flunked California's tough emissions test, but after just one bottle of Dura Lube, it passed with flying colors. New York, Barbara Reck was ready to junk her whole car when it kept stalling in the rain. But after using Dura Lube spray, the problem absolutely disappeared. That one bottle ended up saving her thousands of dollars. Now, all this probably sounds a little bit too good to be true, doesn't it? If something was so good, wouldn't one of the big oil companies come out with it? Well, think about it. Would a big oil company want to put something on the market that would save you so much money in gas and oil, plus make all of their existing products obsolete? Would any big oil company want to put something on the market that would allow an engine to run without oil? Well, if you saw our last show, you know that's exactly what Dura Lube can do. We added Dura Lube to the oil in a huge race car engine and then drained all the oil out, including the Dura Lube. Dura Lube works even if all your oil is gone. It's not like other additives. It's a genuine breakthrough with lubrication. Should the engine have seized already?
Not
under normal circumstances.
It's close. Severe engine damage would have happened by now.
Already.
The Dura Lube is obviously has attached itself to the engine components and still protecting it.
Then, with no oil pressure, we started revving that 500 horsepower engine up under full load. Got any load yet?
Oh, we got a lot of load, Jim.
We're up to 120 horsepower, 160, 224, 254, 260, 292.
I was ready to leave the building. I thought we were going to see the 4th of July today and parts flying through that wall.
302, 348.
I was ready to run.
409, 453, 473.
I'm still speechless.
482, 520, 525 with no! Unbelievable! I don't believe it! Oh my God! That test left professional mechanics shaking. But even with no oil at all, even with that big torture run-up, the bearings in the Duralube treated engine looked as good as new, as you can see for yourself.
I saw it with my own eyes, and there's nothing more I can say about that.
Logically, it's not possible to do what was just done.
It doesn't seem to be, not when you think that the bearings of the engine are suspended in oil, and you just took away that suspension totally from that crankshaft, and that thing stayed together.
Ever since that show, Duralube has been accepted around the world, from England to France to Australia and Japan. No matter what the people are using, no matter what kind of oil, whether it's regular, premium, or synthetic, Duralube simply turns it into a super lubricant. Tomorrow's technology today. But you know, people got so excited about that big race car engine demonstration that they kind of missed the fact that there is a Duralube formulated specifically for your transmission. This will give you phenomenally smooth and easy shifts and save you hundreds of dollars in costly repairs. Now, check this out. Duralube Spray. This does things that no other lubricant even claims to do. It will protect your electrical system against any kind of stall due to rain or puddles or snow or ice. And of course, it'll work in all those little nooks and crannies like your roller blades. Let's say you want them to spin faster, or your door locks are frozen, or maybe your door hinges, or you name it. This product works fantastic. You know, Duralube really is a miracle, and we're going to prove it again. We're going to top ourselves, folks. We're going to take an engine, and we're going to empty all the oil out. Now, you would expect that, right? Guess what we're going to do next? We're going to take all the water out. No oil, no coolant in the engine. Then, we're going to take this little product right here, Duralube Spray, and we're going to do something that they wouldn't even let us do unless there was a fire engine standing by. In fact, it's exactly why people were saying, I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it. Watch this. We gathered a bunch of folks in Suffolk County, Long Island. Mechanics, a few longtime Duralube users, and some folks who never even heard of the product. When we told the authorities what kind of test we were planning, they insisted that we have a fire truck standing by. They didn't think any engine could withstand the kind of torture we had in mind. First, we started up a big 6-cylinder engine. Then we drained out all the oil, and that engine just kept humming along, no problems. But we wanted to top ourselves, so we said we'd drain out all the water as well. Can you imagine? Now, your radiator's designed to cool the engine, right? Well, so what's going to happen if you take the water out of the radiator and you've already taken the oil out? What do you think's going to happen?
I think it would seize.
Blow up. It'll seize up. Never run again.
You think Duralube works?
We're going to find out, I think.
We drained that radiator dry as a bone, and the engine just purred right along. All right, oil's gone. Water's gone, just about gone. Why is this still running?
Duralube.
I mean, you know,
the qualities of Duralube, what's happening, Jim, Duralube actually stays up there and does the lubrication for you. It doesn't leave your engine.
So it's not treating the oil, it's treating the metal.
Exactly right.
You guys get that?
Treating the metal.
Yeah. What, Stan, what do you think of that?
It's amazing. The push rods are still spinning around, nothing's seizing up, there's no noise coming from any place. It's got me baffled so far, but I'm watching. I want to see more of this.
What else do you want to see?
I just want to see how much longer this is going to run before it starts clicking, before I hear some barons rapping.
Well, this test, I mean, you can't deny the test. I mean, I just saw it for myself.
If I wasn't here, I wouldn't have believed it. Not at all.
You know anything about engines?
No, just put oil in it when the little oil light goes on.
Well, you always worry that one day you're going to come home from work and the wife tells you that she meant to tell you for the last 3 days the red light is on in the car. And the next thing you know, you got major problems, major cost factors. With this, you wouldn't have that problem.
No coolant, no oil pressure, no problems. But you folks ain't seen nothing yet.
This is nothing but pure old, good old drinking water. Didn't come from Tennessee, but it's Dray water.
Okay.
I'm going to pour this into the distributor cap.
Now, wait a minute. Have you treated this with Duralube yet?
It's Good point. Wow.
Small beat there.
I'll tell you what.
Now, what would have happened if you had not treated it? Let me ask you, what would happen if you took that distributor, sir, and soaked it with water?
Never would have been able to start it up.
Why not?
Because you can't get water in there, electrical system.
What's wrong with getting water in an electrical system?
Rounds it right out.
Huh?
Electric and water don't mix.
Electric and water don't mix. Unless, I'm sorry?
Your electricity bounces around inside instead of going through the ignition wire to the spark plug. It'll be like an explosion instead of a pinpoint.
An explosion? Well, then here's a real test of Duralube's protection.
Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to spray this cap first.
Yeah.
Okay, with protectant, with Duralube.
Get in here, suppose. Let's get some witnesses to see exactly what he's doing. Okay?
Yeah, I'm going to pour this cup of water in here.
Now, did you put enough in there?
I think so. We'll pour a cup of water in here. Okay?
Hold it. Now, look at this. Can we have a drink of that?
Well, I wouldn't touch that one, but yeah, it's just pure water. Pure water. Okay, we're going to put that cap back on and see if we can start this engine.
You're going to dump it out?
Right.
Okay, so that thing is loaded with moisture.
All right, we're going to start it up now, Jim, with all that water in the distributor cap.
Do you think this is going to start?
I'm skeptical.
No way.
No way?
Not going to start.
Why not?
Too much water in there.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? Let's go around there.
We've
We're
never
going to
done
stand
this
here and
before.
wait. We're going to get your camera on the engine here. Let's see what we're going to do, Jack. Oh, man, it wants to turn over. Oh, my God. What do you think of that? What do you think of that?
Yeah. All right. Fantastic. Fantastic. Unbelievable. I had an engine. As a matter of fact, the guy sold me a car because every time it rained, the car would stop. It wouldn't run. This is unbelievable.
This guy here steals the show. For this 30 seconds, whatever, he's the star. I wonder whatever happened to that guy. He should be doing every car infomercial ever.
What do you think?
I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it myself.
What do you think?
Incredible.
Did you expect that to happen?
No oil, no water. I didn't expect that to happen.
Distributor cap full of moisture. What do you think, sir?
It's unbelievable to see how that water has repelled all the water from getting into the Nixon system like that.
That's exactly the word. It repelled the water. You're amazed, aren't you? What do you think?
I don't know, no oil, no water, water in the distributor cap. Next thing you'll be telling us you don't need gasoline to run the thing.
Let's make sure that everybody here knows that we're not just talking about the crankcase. Duralube, we've got a transmission conditioner, the all-purpose spray. Yeah.
Spray the engine for a little bit.
Oh my gosh! Now,
are we ready for this?
Wait a minute, hold it.
Yeah.
What should we leave the valve cover on or off? What do you think?
Just get down in here. Leave it off. Yeah, leave it off.
Yeah,
we'll
but you want to put water in the valve cover?
It'll work.
Oh my God! Oh, now. I don't know what to say, folks, but
maybe I better put a little protection on
just do a little something here. I mean, come on, we got to give it a little help here. You're going to spray this with water. What do you think should happen?
I think the engine's going to die. I really do.
Is the engine going to die, Wayne?
Let me out of your way.
I would say it would die almost instantly, yes. I keep looking around for an external oil source or water source. I can't find it. I can't believe what's going on.
This is a heck of a legitimate test, isn't it?
That's 100% legitimate, right?
You're blown away, aren't you?
I can't believe it. Like I said, I'm still looking for an external oil source and more water from somewhere, but I can't find it anywhere.
You think we're faking this?
No, it's not a fake, but I wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it. It's amazing.
It's good stuff. All right, I guess we got to try this. I didn't know they were going to do this. Go. Here we go, folks. Watch it. Here we go. Watch Floyd. Get the electrical. It's still running. What do we think of this?
That's amazing. It's amazing.
Frank, get over here. I got to get a couple comments from people.
It's amazing. You drive through a puddle and your car stalls, and this is the fire hose on it.
What do you think of this?
I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. They're flooding this engine. It shouldn't be running. It just shouldn't be running.
What do you think, sir?
Got a little common sense. Seeing is believing. I can't believe it myself. I'm amazed. I'm still looking.
They're putting water down through the head, through the cylinder head, past the push rods, going into the oil, where the oil should be in the pan, and this thing is still running. I mean, water is a lubricant for cooling, but not as far as keeping an engine running.
But for everyone who really believes in a product, there's always someone who thinks you're trying to pull a fast one.
Can you pull the coil wire now to stall it? Just to see.
Why can't?
Stop. If it kill it.
If you pull the coil wire, of course it's going to stop.
Right, it'll stop. I just want to see if that's the distributor.
I can hear his challenge. He wants you to prove that that's really a distributor cap. Can you do something here without, shocking yourself? What can you do?
I'd have to stop it, wouldn't I, to pull that coil?
Wayne, you're the expert. He wants...
Yeah,
but it's going to run out the side, isn't it?
It should die right out, right.
All right, so you're not going to hurt yourself, right, Floyd? All right, folks, proof's in the pudding, huh? Are you sold?
Yes, I'm sold.
Let's see. Let's see.
Oh, now watch, he's going to start it up again. He's going to start it up again, folks. Can other spray lubricants protect an engine from so much moisture? No way. Just look at these independent tests. Duralube spray was 1/3 more effective than a competing product, One Lube, when it came to moisture protection. WD-40 did even worse. It was only 1/8 as effective as Duralube spray. And that's why only Duralube spray can offer this amazing guarantee. Your car will go in rain or snow, or Duralube will pay the tow. Now that's a guarantee. Duralube can protect a distributor cap full of moisture. Only Duralube can stand up to a fire hose. The others don't even make such claims.
Right? You're pumping water up there and it's still running.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
Amazing.
Shouldn't be. Does he walk on water too? Well, what's the story here? This looks like the best next thing to slice bread. Really? Where'd you find this stuff?
Introducing Duralube, the world's first space-age all-purpose lubricant that virtually eliminates friction like nothing on Earth. In space, there is no friction, but inside your engine, friction drags on every moving component, generating heat, wear and tear, causing poor fuel economy, more pollution, even engine breakdown. Duralube radically reduces friction by penetrating metal surfaces to create a non-friction shield that gives you a more efficient engine. With Duralube, you'll have a cooler running engine and get more miles per gallon, more horsepower, with less pollution and a quieter ride. You'll eliminate the damage caused by cold starts, saving you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Nothing compares to Duralube because it treats the metal, not the oil. In fact, the higher the temperature and pressure, the better it performs. Duralube keeps the heat and saves the engine. Just one bottle added to your engine's oil protects for up to 50,000 miles. And introducing Duralube Spray. Has this ever happened to you? A rainstorm, even a small puddle, stops you instantly. But even a fire hose can't stop an engine once it has Duralube protection. That's why you'll get this guarantee. Use Duralube Spray as directed, and if you ever get stuck in rain or snow, Duralube will pay your tow. And it does so much more. It protects anywhere you need lubrication. Door hinges, roller skates, power tools. Anywhere there's metal-to-metal contact. And only 1 can of Duralube Spray replaces these 10 cans of the leading competition. So why accept anything else? Order now and you'll receive Duralube engine treatment. 1 bottle protects for up to 50,000 miles. Duralube transmission treatment to guard against fluid breakdown. And Duralube Spray, newly formulated to also protect your electrical system, guaranteed. Get all the protection your car needs for only $29.95. And if you order now, we'll also include these Blue Shield sunglasses, a $20 value, yours absolutely free. But wait, if you order 2 Duralube kits during the special TV promotion, you'll receive this fabulous car care kit absolutely free. With color match, cover scratches with the best shine in your car's own color. Dura Shield to protect and restore leather and vinyl. Glass Shield for clear vision through any weather. And Fog Shield, the fog eliminator. Another $20 value, yours free when you order 2 kits. Duralube, tomorrow's technology today. Here's how to order.
To order your Duralube system, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-215-1500 or send your check or money order for $29.95 plus $6.95 for shipping and handling to Duralube, 300 McCann Street, Nashville, Tennessee, 37210. Duralube provides unequaled protection for your car's engine, so call now, 1-800-215-1500 and order today.
Only in the 90s can you buy a thing of lube off of TV and they gift you a free pair of sunglasses. 90s, man. Gotta love it.
Welcome back. You know, I want you to take a look at a moment from our last show. If any oil or oil additive company can step forward and prove through the same tests that they have a better product than Duralube, the Duralube Corporation will write a check for $100,000. You know what's amazing about that challenge? Nobody stepped forward to claim $100,000. Oh, sure, a few of the big oil companies asked for all the details of the tests, but that's the last we heard of them. We absolutely shut the competition down. One test in our $100,000 challenge was how long an engine could run without any oil. Now that was a torture test, not something we recommend. But NASCAR driver Steve Hansen experienced exactly that.
Damn. If you go into the dictionary and look up 1990s race car driver, it says, see him. I mean, check it out. That is redneck. That is King 1993 redneck. He looks so serious, too. Dun, 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 dun. Superman was busy, so here's redneck. Let's say Twin City Outboard on his hat. Yep. That's the man.
He didn't mean to. Steve Hansen didn't intend to completely lose his oil pump in the middle of a big race, but it happened.
During the feature race, I started right up front, second car on the outside. Green light went on, floored the car wide open. My oil pressure dropped down to nothing. I had no oil pressure. At that time, I thought to myself, well, I'm done. I'm going to pull off the track, but the motor still was running good, so I went for it. And I figured that if it's going to blow up, it's going to blow up. I continued to race strong. The oil light got brighter and brighter. I couldn't believe it. I kept going. The motor, it wasn't knocking. I was figuring after 3 or 4 laps, I could start hearing a knock. And it wasn't. It wasn't knocking. It wasn't ticking. It was running strong. I finished a 15-lap race, which isn't bad, considering I had no oil and the motor's still running. I pulled into the pits. I could see that my pit crew, Corey, he was discouraged. He thought that I blew up the engine.
I know, I thought he was nuts. You know, I was getting mad because he wasn't pulling off or nothing, but I know, I guess he knew what he was doing.
Corey just shook his head, and I told him, I says, well, Dura Lube did its job.
That's what Dura Lube can do in emergencies. Let's see what it's doing for folks day after day.
The car was overheating a lot and running hot, and I put it right in the motor with the oil, and not a problem since.
I used to have this exhaust problem. There'd be this little cloud of smoke that was behind my car all the time. After I used Dura Lube, it disappeared completely.
I've used it on my own personal vehicle, and I've noticed almost 40 to 45% increase in my fuel.
Oh, come on, who?
Really? Really?
No.
I usually fuel up once a week, and now I'm going every 2 weeks. And I only go like 5 miles a day round trip.
So you've got a routine?
I got a routine. Believe me, I have a routine, let me tell you. And I can honestly say, without a word of a lie, that I've almost doubled the amount of time I can go on a tank of gas in my truck.
I had first gotten Dura Lube just before that big winter storm we had to hit the whole East Coast. And
the storm of the century?
The storm of the century is what they called it, yeah. And I had some calls that were really far away. People really in emergency situations needed cab rides, and a lot of cars stalled out, but I just kept going. I made it through everything, all kinds of puddles. I would go through the puddles saying, oh, here we go. This is it. This is the end. And it just kept going. Yeah.
I think it's fantastic because I had a car, and in January when we had the rainy season, every time it would rain, the car would stay there for a week because it wouldn't move, and I'd have to wait for the sun to come out, all right? Now I see that they had all this water poured on the car. I could have saved thousands of dollars because I went out and bought another car.
I lost an engine similar to this one because the oil filter came off. I lost the oil. The light came on, but it was too late. The engine was gone. It cost me, a couple $1,000s to get a new engine.
So Dura Lube can definitely save you money.
Yeah, I can save you a lot of money.
How can one product do so much? Breakthrough technology. And no one knows that better than astronaut Pete Conrad. You probably know him from his famous walk on the moon. But to Pete, that's old news. Just recently, he flight managed our nation's latest breakthrough, the Delta Clipper. The rocket ship blasts off, and then it stops in midair. Now, this is like something out of Buck Rogers. And then it moves sideways. And then it lands, ready to take off again.
With the follow-ons to Delta Clipper, you have an old idea using today's technology that will allow low-cost access to space. With Dura Lube, what can I say? I knew it was a real advance in engine lubrication. Now everyone knows it. Sure, there were skeptics, just like there were plenty of skeptics regarding the Delta Clipper idea. But now we know they're both winners.
Just how is Dura Lube able to do all those things? Well, recently we got together with our lubrication specialist, Floyd Stevick. He showed me a very simple demonstration of the secret to Dura Lube's success.
Everything is metal in an engine, Jim.
Right.
And this metal heats up. Every time it meets, it heats, and it actually creates heat and wear inside an engine.
All right.
Dura Lube will actually go in and relieve that heat and pressure, thus saving oil, saving maintenance on the car, saving those engines, Jim.
Especially the small cars.
Especially small cars, Jim. Let me show you what we're going to do here. We have a piece of sheet metal. We're simulating an engine.
I see that it's flat here.
Perfectly level, right?
Okay, now let's remove that. What are you going to do?
We're going to put some heat in here. We're actually going to put an oil. Hand me an oil over there, Jim.
You care which one?
Doesn't make any difference.
Okay,
Duralube is completely compatible with all oils, Jim. Synthetics, naturals, doesn't make any difference.
There you go.
We're going to put a little of this oil right here in the front, right under that, right over the top of that burner.
Okay. Now, do you want that right under the oil?
Yes, right under the oil.
Right under the oil. It is now officially under.
There we go. Is that high enough? Yeah.
Want me to get a little higher?
Pour a little heat to it, Jim.
Yeah, bingo.
Those engines are hot.
That is really going against that metal now. Okay.
All right.
Cooking.
Now we're going to watch that, Jim. We're going to see that actually it's really going to start cooking down and it'll actually move away from the flame.
Now we can certainly see that it is spreading out.
Spreading out, and you can see it's starting to cook a little along this edge and moving away from that heat over here.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
Now I'm going to pour some Duralube in here, and we're going to see what happens. Now, you know this is perfectly level.
Right.
Look at how it's going to travel. It's traveling towards that heat. Jim, it goes to the heat. That's what's really important. Duralube eats the heat. Saves those engines. Look at that. Look at that moving to that heat, Jim. Isn't that amazing? Look what it's doing. It's going to come in and marry up with that oil and do the lubrication job that's necessary in that engine. Look at that.
Wow, it goes...
Look at that, Jim.
Right in. Look at it. It's still moving toward it.
Now let's take a look at that again. Look at the hot spot, the circle directly above the flame. The oil moves away from the hot spot. You can see the circle it's leaving. But on this totally level surface, Duralube goes towards the heat. It likes heat. Duralube eats the heat. That's Duralube's secret. Look, it's going right into the hot spot. Duralube eats the heat caused by friction. Just look at this heat and pressure test conducted by the Phalix Corporation. Now, this independent laboratory found premium oil failing at 1,250 pounds. STP hit the failure mark at 1,750 pounds. Slick 50 fared a little bit better, but it too failed at 4,250 pounds. Now look at Duralube. It ran in the optimal temperature zone the whole way. It never failed. Duralube ran off the chart.
I insisted that they run that test. They did it, and it passed with flying colors.
Then we decided to try a similar test ourselves, this time pitting Duralube spray against 3 popular competitors. First, the silicone spray made by Gunk.
Okay, we're going to turn it on. It's rotating now, right?
Yep.
We're going to let the bearing down. We're going to put the pressure on, okay?
Wow.
It was stopped dead at only 5 pounds of pressure, as measured on a simple scale. Then we tried the Teflon spray 1 lube, made by Slick 50.
I believe that's probably plenty, right?
All right, let's try that. Okay, we're going to do the same thing, Jim.
The result? Exactly the same. 5 pounds once again, as you can see. Now, you'd think WD-40 would outperform the rest.
Give it a good shot there.
Oh, that's plenty.
Okay, we're going to apply the pressure again.
Smoke, come on over here. Where we got? Same place. In fact, it's a little less, about 4.5 pounds, virtually the same as the other 2.
Then came Duralube spray.
That's probably enough. That's enough. That's enough.
We didn't put...
Okay.
Now, it's spinning.
Spinning.
Wait, come on, go off the scale. I dare you. Get it close.
We couldn't even get it to stop. It ran right off the scale. That's just one reason everybody's talking about Duralube.
You're cruising to the grocery store or something, and your oil light comes on. Middle of the night, what are you going to do? You're going to sit there and walk? If you have Duralube in your car, you're going to make it to your destination.
Introducing Duralube, the space-age lubricant that radically reduces friction by penetrating metal surfaces to create a non-friction shield. With Duralube, your engine will run cooler and get more miles per gallon, more horsepower with less pollution and a quieter ride. And introducing Duralube Spray. Has this ever happened to you? A rainstorm, even a small puddle stops you instantly. But even a fire hose can't stop an engine once it has Duralube protection. That's why you'll get this guarantee. Use Duralube spray as directed, and if you ever get stuck in rain or snow, Duralube will pay your tow. And it does so much more. It protects anywhere you need lubrication. Door hinges, roller skates, power tools, anywhere there's metal-to-metal contact. And only 1 can of Duralube spray replaces these 10 cans of the leading competition. So why accept anything else? Order now and you'll receive Duralube engine treatment. 1 bottle protects for up to 50,000 miles. Duralube transmission treatment to guard against fluid breakdown, and Duralube spray, newly formulated to also protect your electrical system, guaranteed. Get all the protection your car needs for only $29.95. And if you order now, we'll also include these Blue Shield sunglasses, a $20 value, yours absolutely free. But wait, if you order 2 Duralube kits during this special TV promotion, you'll receive this fabulous car care kit absolutely free. With Color Match, cover scratches with the best shine in your car's own color. Dura Shield to protect and restore leather and vinyl. Glass Shield for clear vision through any weather. And Fog Shield, the fog eliminator. Another $20 value, yours free when you order 2 kits. Duralube, tomorrow's technology today. Here's how to order.
To order your Duralube system, have your credit card ready and call 1-800-215-1500 or send your check or money order for $29.95 plus $6.95 for shipping and handling to Duralube, 300 McCann Street, Nashville, Tennessee 37210. Duralube provides unequaled protection for your car's engine, so call now, 1-800-215-1500 and order today.
Get the electrical. It's still running. What do we think of this? That's amazing. It's amazing.
Got a little common sense. Seeing is believing. I'm amazed. I'm still looking.
The preceding program was a paid advertisement for Duralube, sponsored by the Media Group.
Hey, look, it's Tony Danza from Taxi. Once again, I must emphasize, do not try any of this stuff at home. Do not take the oil out of your engine just to see if Duralube actually works. Do not take the coolant out just to see if the Duralube actually works. Duralube will help if your oil goes out or something happens to your cooling system. It's a backup, not the answer. So just remember that. They do have good products, but they're not that good. Anyways, do you like infomercials from the 90s and 80s and 2000s? Well, stay tuned to my channel because I have more coming in the future.